is up? Today's video is going to be the Easter egg tutorial for Rave in the Redwoods. So there's a few things you'll need first. You'll need the power on bows done. We don't really need the bows, but I'd definitely recommend them. Also, you'd need to go over and talk to Kevin. After that, you just pick up the photograph that's at the back of the recreational area, just across from the wall bar. Then you'll go down to the campfire and you'll just put down the photo. It'll start a little rave session. And what you have to do here is you just have to shoot the arms off the zombies to charge the photo or cleanse the photo, whatever it does. So once you do enough of them, it'll start glowing. You just go up to it and interact with it. There will be a slasher spawn and you'll exit rave mode. This slasher you do have to kill within a certain amount of time. I am just showing you now, the bows aren't the greatest things to be using on him. I do recommend a pack-a-punch weapon, even an NV4. It's pretty much just drops him. But yeah, I end up dying here. Just showing you that it isn't a smart thing for bows. I didn't know that when I attempted this. They do help, but only really to keep the zombies off you. So once I spawned in, I went and got my stuff, headed up to Jug, and there he was. Thank God I had just enough ammo to kill him. So I definitely recommend just getting a pack-a-punch weapon before you start doing this. Also, if you do fail this step, you don't kill him in time or something, then you will lose a perk. And then you just gotta head back down and pick up the photograph. And then once you've picked it up, it'll just go to your inventory as like a clear photo. And then you just head over to Kevin, speak to him. After that, you just head up to the Jug room to collect our next photograph, just on the left corner of the screen there. And then from there, we're just gonna head down to the Rave area, the recreational area, because that's where our next part will be. So this one here is just going to be very similar to the last one, except for you got to blow the legs off. You can either do this by shooting, you can use balloon traps, a lot of people like those, or you can just use gas grenades if you've been lucky enough to get a drop for it. Gas grenades work really well. So yeah, it's just the same thing, you charge it after probably about 10 to 20 zombies. It'll end up finishing, so you just pick it up and the slasher spawns in once again. Same thing happens, you exit rave mode, quickly kill him off. Just make sure as well that you do remember to pick up the photograph after you kill him. I ran away like an idiot and tried to speak to Kevin, and then I was wondering why it didn't work. I was stupid enough to forget it. Then after you speak to Kevin, you'll have to collect this skull. It's just under the main room in the power room. You just take it down to the beach and you'll just place this one down here. And then this time it's the same thing again, except for you need headshots. This one's probably the easiest. So yeah, basically just doing the same thing over and over, just in different spots and aiming for different body parts. So once you get this complete, you're about halfway through the Easter egg. So once you finish that one, you just interact. Slasher spawns in once more, and you just kill him off as quick as you can. This is where the bows really do come in handy, especially the acid rain. So you just interact with the item again. And then this is where you want to make sure you get completely set up before the boss battle. So you want 3 guns, 1 or 2 being a bow, depending if you're doing a solo or in party. Once you're all set, just go down to the power room and there'll be 3 lights that are off. and you just got to try to turn them on all at the same time. Depending how many people are in the game will determine how many are off. So you just got to get your timing right. Once you do that, you head over to the boat and Kevin will be waiting in the boat for you. So at this point in time, you cannot go back to playing normal until you complete the Easter egg or you die.
Wait, where's Jay? What the?
So I'll just let this play off for you.
Wait, this is Jay. This is me and Jay. No, this has got to be a fucking mistake. I didn't kill him. I couldn't have killed him. Oh man, Jay, man. Jay, I just gotta get out of here. I gotta find Jay. Jay! Oh, ah!
Alrighty, so we spawned into the boss fight. So you'll see he just jumps up on the building and it starts off like this. Depending how many people are in your game will depend how many skulls or whatever those things are you gotta charge. So because there was 3 people in my game, we had 4 of them. I know when I did it on solo there was the 2. So I'd assume there'll be 1 more than however many players you have in your game. So as you can see, once you get kills near them, they start rising. The objective here is just to get all of them to rise up to where they send out a beam of light. If you're not quick enough, they will not stay up the entire time, so you have to be quick and keep a good pace. Otherwise, one of them will go back down and then you'll have to get that one back up and the others might drop in that time. Once you complete the last one and get the 4 of them up, you'll see that they all disappear and then one of them will turn into like this little ritual site. It'll be like a little blue circle with a beam of light. What you've got to do is you've got to get the giant mutant slasher thing to walk into it. As soon as he walks into it, you'll see a symbol appear on him, just shoot that, and it'll take you out of Rave mode and activate the next part of the boss fight. So what'll happen now is there'll be a symbol, it's just going to keep moving around his body, and you've just got to keep laying damage into it. Once you put so much damage into it, it'll move around. So you can only damage the part that's got the symbol on it, no other part of him will be able to take any damage. Once you finally finish this phase of the boss fight, you'll see the symbol disappear, he'll put out some little saw things on the ground after he like stomps around like a spastic. And then he'll go stomp away and jump onto the roof. This is when you should begin to hide, so there'll be these 3 green circles I believe that you can hide behind. They're safe zones because you'll start like breathing out fire or something or summoning fire. So once you stand in there you'll have skeletons start spawning. These are going to be stronger than the zombies, so I recommend using your bows here. You do get a max ammo after each phase of the boss fight, so don't be afraid to waste all your bow ammo just to keep yourself alive. So after a while it'll finish and it'll put you back into Rave mode and you'll start the same thing again. The only difference is this time he will summon walls in once he jumps down, and these walls just will make it harder to get around, so it might cut off like the main part of the map, so you'll have to go all the way around in the water just to get around there. So it's just the same thing again. Same 3 phases. So you just charge the things. Once they're all done, take him to the ritual, shoot him, it'll take you out of Rave mode again. And then you just continue shooting the symbol until it disappears completely. And he stomps away like a spastic again. So you do the same thing again once he's jumped up on the roof. Just jump into one of the green circles and just protect yourself till it finishes. And then it'll begin the third and final time you have to do these things again. It'll be the exact same thing as last time, but there'll be another wall or even more walls. So you just charge it up again, get all 4 of them charged. Also, if you start getting downed in this and you don't have perk insured on, you are going to have a tough time, because if he lands on you, it will kill you. As you can see, the people I was playing with, they both ended up losing all their perks and they were having a tough time trying to stay alive. But with my amazing reviving and heroing skills, I just managed to pull us through it. And then you'll just have to do the exact same thing after that, so you'll just bring him into the symbol again, shoot him off. So as you can see now, it's beginning that last stage where he just takes normal hits. So this is when you just know to unload into him, put everything you got into him. Eventually you'll take him down. So once he's finally downed, you'll see him slowly burn away into the ground. You can do your little victory teabag or whatever you like to do. And then yeah, you've done the Easter egg, you just head back after the soul key spawns, it takes a little bit. And then yeah, you pick it up and that's it. It'll show you a cutscene, but I cut it out because Activision like to copyright that type of shit, and yeah, they ain't been responsible for copyright strikes. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this little video, make sure you drop a mad like and subscribe if you want more content like this. Also, for anyone that might not know how to do any of the stuff I mentioned at the start, the power, the bows, getting the boat, all that stuff, I will have links down below in the description of how to do all that, and I'll have my Rave in the Redwoods playlist there.